Hi everyone, I'm FM Greeno. Welcome along to day 7 of Help Will Come Tomorrow. This is a survival game set in revolutionary Russia. 4 guys you see sat around the fireplace here have escaped from an attacked train. Local rebels blew it up, derailed it, and have been killing all the survivors. But these 4 managed to escape up into the woods. They're hiding out, building a little camp, and doing what they can to get by until help arrives. Like I say, this is day 7. We have much to do. Among the tasks that we want to try and achieve, maybe not today, maybe it will be tomorrow, we have a new mission here waiting for the cavalry. So we need to send a patrol east of the camp to the railway line, where we're going to be looking out just in case anybody from the station further up the line has come to check where the train has got to. So that might be the end of the game, who knows? It's possible. Yesterday was pretty successful. We managed to get everyone's morale high enough that they've all got their 3 action points for today. We also managed to start the shelter area. So this is a place where people can come and rest at the end of the day. And as you can see, we have some real problems. Exhaustion here for poor little Sergei. His morale is quite low. We're going to have to keep an eye on him today for sure. But everyone else seems to be doing all right. There's a lot of hunger. There's a bit of fatigue around. So Edward Gray was the first to use that area yesterday. And that really sorted him out. I think his fatigue was about 81. And he had a nice little nap and it's right down again. So they're going to take it in turns to use this area, and that will really sort them out, I think. So as usual, the first thing that we need to do is to try and take care of people's dietary needs. The only person, in fact there's 2 of them, aren't there? Look here, Dmitry and Maria are both thirsty. So let's see if we got any water for them here. We do have some, but not much. So that hasn't taken his thirst away completely. So we will be kind to him and give him another one. We're going to get someone down here to filter some water, and I think we'll get Maria to do that. She'll come down, she'll filter some water, and she'll make the breakfast. She is proving very, very useful at these kind of jobs around the camp. So here we go. Let's get the water filtered. Now this gives us 3 water, which is enough that we can make a delicious soup if we have enough ingredients. Now this only makes 3 bowls of soup, so that means somebody is going to miss out. But let's see what we've got here. So we do have some more of this edible root here. We're running low on that. So that's something for us to be mindful of. And we can stick a mushroom in. And Maria will cook this up. So we have just about enough on the fire to be able to do that. And there we go. The soup is made. So let's see who's the hungriest out of everyone here. Well, we can see here, big hunger from Dmitry here. Everyone else is just hungry. Now, we know that Sergei can actually manage with bugs and moss and stuff like that. He has an iron stomach, but he's colder than Maria is. So I think Maria is going to be the one to miss out. The soup will warm these guys up and help with that shivering element. So if we find where the soup is here. So Sir Edward Gray, you get some of that. And the 2 lads over this side. Okay, and as you can see, that's taken away that shivering element. So some warm soup has warmed them up, as one would expect. Now Maria is hungry. And what can we give her that's not too unpalatable? We did have some berries. Have they disappeared? Where have they gone? Oh, she would have liked... because it's rotten food, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the berries have gone bad. Wasn't keeping an eye on it well enough. So what have we got here that she could eat? Psychedelic mushroom, golden root, that's just a herb. Some moss, some bugs. Well, there's nothing too great, unfortunately. So I think it's going to be... yeah, it's going to be some bugs. Sorry, Maria. Now, let's actually have a little look. Her morale is 36. Let's give her some more bugs, just to see how that impacts on it. Does it actually... it does reduce her morale eating something she doesn't like. So that's something to be mindful of as well. Okay. But we've taken care of people's kind of rudimentary needs at the moment. The only thing they need is a little bit of sleep, but obviously we can't do that now because everyone's got jobs to do. So I think it's time to send an expedition out and we'll have a little look and see how things are down here. So this is dangerous where it's saying for us to look. So that's something we might try and avoid. Now there's a couple of areas here with some animals kicking around. So maybe we come up in this direction and start trying to explore this part of the map. That might be an idea. So let's get the two lads. These guys always enjoy going out on a little expedition together. We're going to send them, and they can come up here to the spruce grove. And let's see. What a surprise. You see a strange animal resembling a deer or a small doe at the nearby grove. It has no antlers, and its protruding ears bring a hare to mind more than the proud deer. It must be a Siberian musk deer, a timid creature often hunted for its fragrant secretions. Well, right now you are more interested in its meat and fur. Okay, so can we try and get closer to it? Well, we haven't got anything to hunt it with, so... You succeeded. You moved closer without alerting the fawn. But what's next? Maybe you can come even closer. Well, if we try and run up, it's going to hear that and run away, surely. So can we should we try and throw some stone at the animal? Strongly pressed pebble hit the musk deer in the rump, and it only frightened it. The animal disappeared between the trees a moment later. You have to be equipped a little better for future hunting. That's a shame. We could have done with catching a deer. I'm sure that would have fed us and potentially even clothed us once we get the workshop up and running. So, but we'll search here while we're here anyway. See what we can find. So we got some berries, bits of wood. Nothing too exciting, but we'll take it. So where shall we head next? To one of these areas. We've not been to any of these places yet. So let's try here. Where are we? Oh, we can see it. Part of a river or something here. So this is a mysterious cromlech, whatever that is. No idea. So we're searching that. What have we got? Some stones, some garlic, more berries, and some bones. So we'll take that. And then where could we come up here? So this is opening up quite a bit more of the map, so we can see a fairly significant river here. So this is an abundant young forest. That sounds like it might have a few good things in it. And what have we got here? Some clay, berries, root, sticks, cones, and needles. So we will take all of that. I think maybe we can afford to move on to one more square. So which way do we want to go? We come along here and see what's there. This is a dark forest. Sounds a little foreboding. Nothing particularly interesting found there. Bone, I guess, is going to be useful. It can be used in structures and stuff like that. But it's not great. We've been down in here before. What's this animal? I don't know. Well, we already discovered we can't really hunt anything at the moment anyway, so I think that'll have to do for now. We return to the camp. And we can see here. Now what I'm tempted to do is see if he fancies going out for a little expedition by himself. If we could come down... I want to try and find some string or something. I don't know where we're going to find it. And all these areas are very, very risky and deadly, and but possibly let's just send him on one little errand, see if he can find something. So he can go by himself. We're going to bring him down here. It does say it's risky, but there is string here, and I really, really need some string. And what have we got here? Damn, after recent events you are still bruised, although you have not admitted it to the others so far. You cannot show weakness. You are responsible for these people, and as soon as they know your leg is in a poor condition, the morale will drop and they will stop listening to you. You saw it on the front too many times. You plan to find a solid stick and start to support with it as soon as you disappear into a wooded grove. However, as long as you are in the sight of your companions, you don't want to show that you are limping. Bite your teeth and take even steps, although you know that it strains the tendons in the calf. So, do we keep up appearances and show no weakness? Or it doesn't make sense. Well, he seems like the kind of guy who would do that. He seems pretty proud, so hopefully he doesn't injure himself. It's definitely not better with your leg, but it's important that the others don't see anything. Let them see you as a tireless leader. Okay. Well, it seems like we've not had any major incident there in terms of anything too bad happening to him. But let's search. Let's hope there's some string around here. What have we got? We've got a mushroom, 1 string, and a psychedelic mushroom. That's not much cop, is it? Is there anything else that we can do around here that's going to give us something useful? So, I mean, down here is risky as well. Do you know what? It's only him on his own, isn't it? So let's take him down there. You can have a search around, and then we're going to get straight back to the camp. Okay, so we've got a rag and another piece of string. We'll take that and back to the camp. Now, I think, even though that doesn't look like a very impressive haul, I'm pretty sure that means we could now build this workshop. So, what have we got here? Yeah, so we've got 6 string now, so that did work out okay. Structure, we have got plenty of stones, so we can use them. Wood, we have, again, quite a bit. We're doing all right. We can use some needles and some sticks. So, we know he's good at building stuff, and who's he going to build with? I think maybe... Who does he actually like? Do we know that? Can we click on this? No, we can't. Okay, well, we'll take a chance and we'll send Sergey to work with him. Doesn't seem like the best option, so maybe we'll take him out. It's Edward Gray. Oh, that's slightly better. They can do it. Okay, so here we have a workbench that's being made. That's good. So this unlocks the animal skinning action. What else can we do here? So we can make a game flaying point. We can make it into a hardened table and a metal workshop. That means that we can start making an axe, some snowshoes, all sorts of stuff there. And maybe we can actually fix up his broken gun here at some point. Okay, so that's been relatively successful. So we've still got a few action points kicking about. So I think we'll make a little bit more preparation for tomorrow. We don't have any water, so let's get one of the guys to come down and do that. I think... Who are we... I'd like to get a bit more fraternization going on as well. So maybe Maria... Her morale's not great. So maybe she can do the fraternizing with someone. Maybe we'll get the 2 youngsters to have a chat. Might cheer them both up a little bit. If we get Sir Edward Gray to come down here and filter some water... Seems like a decent plan. Here he comes. You do that, matey. And we'll get some fraternization going on. Like I say, we'll get the 2 youngsters come up and have a little chat. Let's increase their morale. Camp morale is looking really good. Now, we want to send young Sergey up here for a nap. Because he is the most tired of the group at this point. And we've got just the 1 action point left here. So Dimitri, I think we'll get him to do some more water. We might as well use that up. And again, we've got more water for the morning. Maybe everyone can have a drink and we can get some more soup on the go without having to waste an action point on it at that time. So, one more thing that I'm probably going to do, chuck a bit more fuel on the old fire. We still have some pine cones kicking around. So, I think camp visibility, what's that, 35? Okay, so we've got the fire up to 25%. Hasn't increased the camp visibility. Camp morale is at 86%, which is really good. Now, in terms of individual morale, that's not great, but we can impact that with some nice berries and stuff, can't we? Or some cigarettes. So what have we got here? So we do have 1 cigarette left. What's going on with Sergey? His morale's 43. That's not too bad. Maria's a little bit hungry and morale of 34. So I think we'll give her some berries. That's taking her morale to 38. And we will give her that last cigarette. And I think that's going to really, really help in terms of her morale and maybe getting her the 3 action points for tomorrow. So I think that's pretty much all we can do for now. So it's time to get into the night time and see what the guys want to talk about around the fire this evening. Well, that's interesting. Having sent Sergei for a rest, we've discovered he's an insomniac. Sleep doesn't come easily to everyone. This character has a chance to increase fatigue at night and to fail the rest action. So, that's not brilliant, but at least he managed to rest this time around. So hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem going forward. So, what are we going to talk about here? Dimitri's discipline is something that we've seen quite a lot of, so maybe we'll cover that. I know you might have thought... Oh, I missed that, trying to click this blooming thing out of the way. Okay, you sound like a real gendarme. Maybe, but what's wrong with that? Now I'm trying to find a way to organize the camp well. That's understandable, but please don't treat us as deserters, or what if we don't obey? Okay, we'll go with the more friendly option. That's understandable, but please, don't treat us as deserters in the army. There is nothing funny about relaxing discipline. This is the first step to defeatism and panic. The sooner we understand it, the better chance we have to survive. You really were a gendarme. An officer, I suppose. The captain of the military police in the special corps of the 11th Army. And now, in Petrograd, did you participate in the putsch or defend the revolution? Uh-oh, she's a revolutionary, so... We'll talk about it on another occasion. Now we must focus on survival. Whether you want it or not, I'm going to get us out of this misery. Okay, so they like him all a bit more now. And... do we want to talk about... Let's move to the train wreck? Come on then. Edward Grey. Being in the woods is stupidity. We don't have a decent roof or walls here. We are also sitting on some makeshift... Makeshift what? Aren't my ears lying to me? Is the Englishman fed up with the Russian forest and our joint makeshift work? I love the Russian forest and tinkering, but why waste our strength and resources if it's enough to move the hideout to one of the cars? There, we will be better protected from the blizzard. But not from the thugs, or okay, let's think about it. That's a tricky one. I mean, it's always really dangerous by the train, so I'm going to go with, but not from the thugs. He's going to get his military head on. Maybe from the blizzard, but not from the thugs. We will draw their attention as soon as we light the fire, and without fire, we will not filter the water or survive the frost. Speaking common sense. Well, you always have to know better. Okay, well that didn't end terribly positively, but overall, not too bad. I think everyone's morale is okay. We'll have a little look in a second, see how the camp morale is doing. That'll come up here in any moment now. Let's have a little looky-see. No one likes Edward Grey at all. Poor bloke. Okay, so the camp morale went down a tiny bit, but everybody has their full 3 action points for tomorrow, which is great. We'll be able to achieve a lot. And we've got a lot we need to achieve too, that's for sure. So, once again, no major disasters have befallen the camp overnight. Nothing has been snowed in. And it's starting to look a little bit more habitable, isn't it? Now we've got something in all of the areas. So what we need to start focusing on is which ones we're going to upgrade first. I'm interested to see what we can do with this workshop. I'd really like us to be able to make some weapons or something. We keep seeing these animals about on our little trips out. And it would be good to be able to catch one. I'm sure the guys would like a nice meat stew or a fur hat or something. So that's something for us to look at. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I think things are going pretty well. If you did enjoy it, please drop a like on there for me. And of course, if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, come and jump on the Greeno bus. There is plenty of room for you all. It just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for day 8 of Help Will Come Tomorrow. Bye for now.